Premier League went gold crazy, with results affecting the title race and the relegation zone. And it all started with a table-topping encounter at Villa Park as Aston Villa scored a dramatic winner in added time to beat Arsenal to blow the title race wide open. We are now going to speak to Chris, the Aston Villa fan. Chris, are you in a title race?
Oh, hiya, Rory. Thank you very much for having me on tonight.
An honour to speak to you, sir. Are you in a title race?
Probably not.
That's a spirit.
No, I mean, it's like one of those seasons where it was a couple of years back where we played Sheffield United in the Premier League and we drew 1-1. And again, we had the opportunity of going top. But yeah, no, I don't think we are. I think we just have to enjoy the ride as it goes. I mean, this season, the start of the season has been really hard, and how Unai has changed Villa.
Can you talk to me about Unai Emery, please, Chris? I got quite a lot of stick on this very station when I called him the second best manager in the league. I don't think I'm wrong.
Oh, you're not, Rory. You're not. I mean, I think he's like top class. Yesterday evening, I was watching a YouTube vlogger, and he was saying like how well Unai has done at like Valencia, Villarreal. You know, he's just a tactical genius. I mean, the Leeds game a couple of weeks back, obviously Villa were 1-0 down. Brighton, 2-0 down in 30 minutes. So, okay, well, this is the run. It's over. I don't know what, you know. I mean, he's on. I wouldn't say like a shoestring budget, shall I say? But what he's done over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to talk to you, Chris. Brilliant words there. Thank you very much for getting in touch. We'll stay with the phone lines. We'll go to Sam, the Arsenal fan. How are you, Sam?
Yeah, very good, mate. How are you?
Yeah. Tell me, how drastic is the defeat for you today?
I don't think it's that big, really. And I think the biggest point for me is, so I'm 23. I was born in 2002. And which really means I've never seen Arsenal win the title. No. And I said to my dad after their Spurs and then the Bayern Munich win, I said, I would think I would actually be a little bit gutted if it was wrapped up by March and there's no sort of big jeopardy towards the end of the season and winning a title. So while it seems doom and gloom, I think we'll win it still. I think we've got the best squad. And actually, I think that really it makes it quite a bit more exciting.
I mean, this is the biggest, most incredible use of every cloud has a silver lining that I've ever had. Are you somehow positioning the defeat as a good thing in order to increase the jeopardy and therefore the buzz that you get at the end of the season? Because that is wild, sir.
Yeah, 100%. But why do we watch football? And it's for entertainment, right? So really, I want things to be more entertaining. Of course, I want my team to win. I'm very tribal about it. I absolutely love my team. But you want that big glory thing at the end of the season.
Do you know what's amazing, Tal? Do you know? And this is part of the reason that football is so brilliant. This is why we're all into it. This is why it goes pulsating through our veins. But everything that you've just said doesn't chime with the way I see the game at all. I completely disagree with every word that you said. Nothing resonates with me. But that's the beauty of it, I suppose. You like the idea of there being more jeopardy. I want Chelsea to be 15 points clear at Christmas.
Well, 100%. And I think if Arsenal maybe had the success that Chelsea has had over the last 15 years, and I'd seen it, then maybe so.
You're in it. You're in it because you've seen what Michael Thomas did at Anfield, or Sergio Aguero against Queen's Park Rangers. You want that buzz, that moment of euphoria at the end when a split second changes everything. You're in the market for that buzz.
Yeah, exactly that.
You're playing a dangerous game, though, sir. A very dangerous game.
Yeah, 100%. My first memory of football was when Jermaine Beckford scored for Leeds against Man United and the euphoria of that. I think that's what football's for, and I think that's why we watch it. So I'm not that doom and gloom. I still think we'll win it, but I think it might be a closer title race.
How damaging was the defeat today overall? Like, what do you think it means in terms of the way that you feel about the title race? Is it something that you just brush off and now you go another 18 games unbeaten? or is this going to have ramifications soon?
I think the league's too strong to expect a Invincibles season or a Chelsea under Mourinho where you conceded almost no goals. I don't think it's reasonable to expect that. It was always a difficult game today. The main point is how bad this loss is what happens in the next game. If we bounce back and it's a great performance, then really it's not the end of the world.
Are you about this life? Are you about this gangster life that you've chosen? Like, you have now chosen the path that is incredibly full of problems. You have chosen a path that has, you've lost today, you've watched Manchester City win today. They are now breathing down your neck. You're like those kids in the car in Jurassic Park. You know when the Tyrannosaurus Rex was like stomping around? That's you. The water is trembling.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm used to disappointment. I manage a relatively poor Saturday League side as well. I'm used to it. But the thing is when bad things happen, the good things are even better. So when we win next week, if we'd have won today, you win next week, and it's the same old thing. We win next week, and the euphoria of it's even better. I think the main thing is we're in it to enjoy it, and of course want our team to win more than anything. But at the end of the day, none of us would actually watch football, even if our teams are winning, if it wasn't enjoyable. We wouldn't. The reason why we do it is because we love it, and that's because it's the best sport in the world.
Sam, it's a fantastic call. And do you know what? It's an outlook that obviously other people will agree with. It's just not an outlook that makes any sense to me at all. But it was an honour to hear it, and I appreciate your call immensely. We're going to stay with the phone lines. We're going to speak to Stephen, a Manchester City fan. I'm looking forward to this. You're the first Man City fan that I've spoken to today, Stephen. I begrudgingly have to want you to win the league. I support two teams now in the Premier League. I support Chelsea and I support whoever Arsenal are playing. Are you going to insulate me from the fear that is Arsenal winning their first league title for 22 years?
Rory, I'm certainly going to try and do that, mate. Before we start off, I just want to say I'm a completely avid watcher of all your content. I was watching the stream you did earlier on YouTube, and I was celebrating behind my phone screen just the same as you.
Mate, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I really do. How significant do you think today will be when we look back on this weekend, this game week in May?
I think it's the turning point, to be honest with you. I really do. I think Arsenal are going to bottle it from now on, and City are going to steamroll the league.
Do you really?
Simple as that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like what you've done today is make a real case, a statement. You are now breathing down the neck of Mikel Arteta. He can hear the hooves galloping behind him, Pep Guardiola's team finding rhythm. And do you know what's amazing? When you think about how bad City have been this season in terms of like the results and the amount of defeats, 4 defeats, and you think about how good Arsenal have been, 2 points is nothing.
I know, it's absolutely nothing. And that's what I've been trying to say to people. They're not listening. They all think Arsenal are going to go on and win the league that I've been speaking to today. Well, I just don't see it that way. You know, I see Arsenal, they've got frailties. They're showing frailties in the past couple of weeks. And I seen last weekend when they drew to Chelsea. Yes, I do think Chelsea actually deserved to win that game. But Arsenal fans were coming away from it. You know, if that was City, I would be saying it's an 11-man City against a 10-man Chelsea. If we want to win the league, we have to win that game. And it's the same today against Aston Villa. You've got like the Arsenal fan previous to me on this show. He came on and said, "Oh, we can take this loss as some sort of victory. Let's make it a bit more competitive and let everyone back into it and lose."
Yeah, that was a wild outlook. Well, I say wild. I say wild from my point of view. I don't understand it. It doesn't resonate with me. I've never met anyone at football who thinks like that. But there must be a school of thought that adopts that outlook.
Well, I don't see that school of thought at all. I completely agree with you, Rory. And I would use the word wild as well, for his opinion.
I'm looking at your fixtures. In the Premier League, so you've got Real Madrid, but let's just park the Real Madrid fixture. Crystal Palace, and again, staying in the league, Crystal Palace, West Ham United, Nottingham Forest, Sunderland. That's the rest of your fixtures this calendar year. Sunderland is on the 1st. Do you take maximum points out of those fixtures?
I believe we do, yeah.
Do you know what is an amazing... I'm just looking at your fixtures and I'm looking at Arsenal's fixtures. I'm doing this on the spot. There is actually a world where Manchester City are top of the league on New Year's Day.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because that was actually going to be my next point. I do fully believe that come the turn of the year, Man City will be top of the league.
That will be symbolic, won't it? If you go into the new year, when you think Pep Guardiola often says that the season starts in January. In fact, you won a league. Do you remember you played Arsenal? You played Arsenal on a New Year's Day. Rodri scored a last minute winner.
Oh, that was an incredible game.
You played on New Year's Day, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, that was actually a season where we were fighting Liverpool for the title. That was the season before Arsenal properly started challenging. But it was still a tough team, and yeah, we dominated that game, and we deservedly, but got the win in the last minute with Rodri. Yeah. It was a brilliant game. I was in the pub for that one.
So you think you're going to win it, Stephen?
Absolutely do. 100%.
And
so confident.
And you know,
I want to make you confident in City.
Stephen, I desperately hope that you're correct. It's a horrible feeling for a Chelsea fan, but I now have to hitch my wagon to your horse. An honour to speak to you, Stephen. It's a great call. Thank you so much for calling in. Now, do us a favour. Give me a call. 03717 22 3344. I'm looking at the phone lines now, and there is a bit of room. So give me a call, and you could be on talkSPORT after this break.